Imagine waking up every morning with legs that feel strong, steady, and full of energy, ready to carry you through the day without pain, without fear, and with quiet confidence. You deserve that kind of strength, because just like someone who truly loves you would say, your body deserves the same care and kindness you've given to others all your life. Today, I'm not just here to share health tips. I'm here to look out for you, the way someone who deeply cares would. We're going to talk about 7 powerful vitamins and minerals that can help rebuild and protect your legs so you can move with ease, hold on to your independence, and live each day feeling steady, safe, and supported. No more muscle weakness, no more painful cramps, no more worrying with every step. With the right nourishment, you can feel strong again, not just physically, but emotionally too, because you've carried so much for others. Now it's time to care for yourself. And if you love dancing, walking, through the park, or simply enjoying the freedom of living life on your own terms, this video was made from the heart, just for you. Before we dive in, I'd really love to know, where are you watching from today? Take a moment and share it in the comments below. It means a lot to feel connected to you wherever you are in the world. And if you have any questions along the way, don't hesitate to ask. I'm here for you. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a single tip that could make your days easier, stronger, and healthier. We're in this together, and every step forward is one we'll take side by side. Vitamin D, the first and most critical nutrient. As we age, our bodies go through a lot of changes. Bone density drops, muscle mass shrinks, and activities that once felt easy, like standing up from a chair or climbing stairs, start to feel harder. One major reason behind this decline: vitamin D deficiency. It's one of the most overlooked causes of leg weakness among older adults. Here's why vitamin D is vital for stronger legs. First, getting enough vitamin D gets harder with age. Older skin doesn't absorb sunlight as well, and many seniors spend less time outdoors due to limited mobility or fear of skin damage. The result? A slow, hidden weakness that makes muscles shaky and increases the risk of falls. What research says? Repeated studies show that low vitamin D levels are directly linked to muscle weakness. Poor balance, higher risk of falling. According to a study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, adequate vitamin D levels strengthen muscle fibers, improve coordination, boost balance and stability. Meanwhile, those lacking vitamin D experience faster muscle wasting, making simple tasks, like getting up from a chair or climbing stairs, much tougher. Vitamin D does more than strengthen bones. While we often hear about its role in calcium absorption and bone health, vitamin D also boosts neuromuscular transmission, the signals that make your muscles move, enhances protein synthesis, helping you build and maintain strong muscles. Think of vitamin D as your muscles' secret weapon. Without enough of it, they can't perform at their best. Fast-twitch muscle fibers and fall prevention. Vitamin D plays a special role in fast-twitch muscle fibers, the fibers responsible for quick movements and balance recovery. When you trip or slip, these fibers react instantly to catch you. Research shows that when vitamin D levels are low, these fibers weaken, muscle reactions slow down. Fall risk increases dramatically, chronic leg pain and stiffness. Vitamin D might help. Many seniors suffer from constant leg pain and stiffness. But here's some good news. Studies show that vitamin D can reduce inflammation in the muscles, leading to less pain, less tightness, and better mobility. If you often experience leg cramps, stiffness, or unexplained pain, improving your vitamin D levels could bring real comfort, and maybe even surprise you with how much better you can feel. Many people don't realize that low vitamin D isn't just about weak legs. It can lead to much more serious health problems, including fractures and osteoporosis. When your body doesn't have enough vitamin D, it struggles to absorb calcium, making your bones fragile. A simple fall could result in a broken bone, which can steal away your ability to stay mobile and independent. But that's not all. A lack of vitamin D has been linked to weaker immune systems, memory loss, and a higher risk of heart disease. Seniors who don't get enough vitamin D often end up with weaker legs and more chronic illnesses, making it harder for them to enjoy life to the fullest. Thankfully, fixing a vitamin D deficiency is simple, and it can have a powerful impact on your health and daily well-being. If you want stronger, more stable legs and better health overall, here's what you can do. First, spend about 15 to 30 minutes a day in direct sunlight. The best times are in the morning or late afternoon when the sun is not too harsh. Try to expose your arms and legs for maximum benefit. Just be cautious with sunscreen. While it protects your skin, it can also block your body's ability to make vitamin D naturally. Second, add vitamin D-rich foods to your diet. While food alone might not meet your full daily needs, eating fatty fish like mackerel and sardines, fortified dairy products, egg, yolks and mushrooms can give you a healthy boost. Third, for many seniors, taking a vitamin D supplement is essential, especially for those who don't get much sun exposure. Most health experts recommend 800 to 1000 IU per day to keep your bones and muscles strong. If you're unsure about your levels, a simple blood test can easily check for deficiency. These tests have now become common because of the important role vitamin D plays in preventing fractures and falls. Now, let's talk about another crucial mineral, calcium. While younger people are still building strong bones, older adults slowly lose bone mass over time, making fractures more likely. The legs are especially vulnerable. Some of the most common and devastating injuries among seniors are hip fractures, femur breaks, and stress fractures in the lower legs. Even a small fall, something harmless when you were younger, can lead to months of healing or long-term mobility issues if your bones aren't strong enough. But calcium is not just about protecting your bones, it's vital for muscle movement too. Every time you walk, stand, or get out of a chair, calcium ions help your muscles contract properly. Without enough calcium, muscles may cramp, weaken, or fail to generate enough force for balance and stability. This is why low calcium levels often lead to weak legs, slow walking, and frequent cramping. So, how can you make sure you're getting enough calcium? Traditional sources like milk, yogurt, and cheese are great, but they're not the only options. You can also find calcium in sardines, especially with bones. Almonds, bok choy, kale, leafy greens, tofu, and fortified plant-based milks. Variety is key. Eating a wide range of calcium-rich foods helps ensure better absorption and supports your bone health. However, for those who have trouble absorbing enough calcium through food, whether due to health issues or dietary restrictions, calcium supplements can be a smart option, especially when combined with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium better. Supplements can provide the extra boost needed to maintain strong bones and muscles throughout your senior years. While calcium is essential for strong bones and muscles, it's important to know that more isn't always better. Taking too much calcium, especially from supplements, can cause digestive problems, kidney stones, and even calcium buildup in the arteries. That's why finding the right balance is key. For older adults, the ideal daily calcium intake is about 1000 to 1200 milligrams, which can usually be met through a healthy mix of natural foods and supplements if needed. But it's not just about what you eat. Physical activity is just as important for helping your body absorb and use calcium properly. Simple weight-bearing exercises like walking, light jogging, or resistance training help direct calcium to the bones and muscles where it's needed most. If you don't move around enough, no amount of calcium will be able to fully protect your bones and joints. Calcium deficiency weakens more than just the skeleton. It can slowly take away your ability to move freely, enjoy daily activities, and live independently. Strong, steady bones and muscles, supported by healthy calcium levels, are the foundation for a confident, active, and self-sufficient life. Now, While discussions about bone health often focus on protein and calcium, few people realize just how critical vitamin B12 is for leg strength and neuromuscular health. Your nervous system depends on B12 to keep the electrical signals traveling smoothly from your brain down to your legs. Without enough B12, these signals weaken, leading to muscle weakness, loss of coordination, and slower movements. Legs that feel heavy, tired, or even numb and tingly are often warning signs of a B12 deficiency, a problem that's surprisingly common among older adults. The reason B12 deficiency happens so often is that absorbing B12 becomes harder as we age. Unlike other vitamins that can be stored easily, B12 needs a healthy digestive system to be absorbed. Your body requires a special protein called intrinsic factor, along with enough stomach acid, to pull B12 out of the food you eat. But aging naturally reduces stomach acid, and conditions like acid reflux, gastritis, or even long-term use of antacids can make things even worse. Add in the fact that many seniors don't eat enough foods rich in B12, and the problem only grows. The result: a slow, steady loss of strength, balance, and reflexes that many people mistakenly accept as just a normal part of getting older. But here's the good news: restoring B12 levels can dramatically improve energy, strength, and mobility. Studies show that when seniors treat a B12 deficiency, they see real improvements in leg function, endurance, and overall movement. So where does vitamin B12 come from? B12 is found almost exclusively in animal products like lean meats, seafood, eggs, dairy, clams, and liver. For those following a plant-based diet, or for anyone who struggles to absorb B12 naturally, supplements and B12 fortified foods like cereals and plant-based milks are essential. And there's even better news. B12 supplements are extremely safe because any excess is simply flushed out of the body through urine. Taking higher dose B12 tablets or getting regular B12 injections can help many older adults maintain healthy levels, especially if they have absorption challenges. Keeping your B12 levels steady not only supports your legs and muscles, but also helps preserve your overall energy, balance, and independence for years to come. When we talk about having strong legs, it's important to understand that it's not just about muscle size. Real strength depends on how well your nervous system and muscles work together. If your nerves aren't sending signals properly, your legs simply won't respond the way they should, no matter how much you exercise. This is why maintaining healthy vitamin B12 levels is one of the smartest yet most overlooked ways to protect your mobility and quality of life as you age. Vitamin B12 plays a critical role in making sure your nervous system fires strong and accurate signals to your muscles. Without enough B12, movements can become slower, reactions delayed, and balance weaker. Your legs might feel heavy, unstable, or tired after even simple activities. Regular blood tests can catch a deficiency early, and fixing it can give you a huge boost in strength, steadiness, and confidence. Now, let's talk about another quiet hero in your body: magnesium, the essential mineral working in the background. Every time you take a step, magnesium helps your muscles contract and relax smoothly. It acts like the body's natural calm button, supporting endurance, reducing tiredness, and preventing painful spasms. If you often get nighttime leg cramps, those sudden, painful spasms that wake you up, magnesium deficiency might be to blame. Many older adults deal with restless legs at night, struggling to get comfortable or back to sleep. But this isn't just a small annoyance. It's a sign that your body is struggling to manage muscle relaxation properly. Without enough magnesium, nerves can become overactive, causing muscles to stiffen up when they shouldn't. But magnesium's benefits go beyond muscles. It's also crucial for bone health. While calcium gets most of the attention, magnesium actually helps guide calcium into your bones, where it belongs, instead of letting it build up in soft tissues like joints. Without magnesium, calcium can settle in the wrong places, leading to joint stiffness, pain, and even weaker bones. Studies show that seniors who get enough magnesium have stronger bones, better joint flexibility, and a much lower risk of fractures. The problem: magnesium is easily lost through stress, poor diets, and even common medications like diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, and some blood pressure drugs. That's why magnesium deficiency is so widespread among older adults, even if they don't realize it. You might notice it as shorter walks, slower stair climbs, or just feeling drained after light activity. It's not just aging, it's magnesium slipping away. The good news is, replenishing magnesium can spark a remarkable change. Seniors who boost their magnesium levels often report fewer cramps, better energy, smoother movements, and even deeper, more refreshing sleep. You can naturally boost your magnesium intake with foods like spinach, avocados, pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, leafy greens. If your diet falls short, magnesium supplements can help. Look for forms like magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate, which are easier for the body to absorb and gentle on the stomach. When magnesium levels are restored, it's almost like flipping a switch. Legs that once felt stiff and heavy suddenly feel lighter, stronger, and ready to move. Cramps and restless nights become less frequent, and your balance and coordination improve, all because you gave your body the minerals it needed to perform at its best. And now, moving forward, let's talk about another critical mineral you might not think about often: potassium. Picture this. You wake up in the morning, stretch your legs, and out of nowhere, a sharp cramp seizes your calf. Sound familiar? That painful surprise could very well be a sign that your potassium levels are too low. Potassium helps maintain a healthy balance of fluids and supports the way muscles contract and relax. When potassium levels drop, muscle cells can't work properly, leading to cramps, weakness, or even a heavy, sluggish feeling in your legs. Next, I can continue expanding the potassium part if you want. When it comes to muscle function, potassium plays a much bigger role than most people realize. It's responsible for keeping the balance between the fluids inside and outside your muscle cells, making it a key player in how your muscles move and react. When your potassium levels drop too low, it can lead to painful leg cramps and muscle spasms. And for older adults, who may already struggle with slower circulation or lower muscle mass, these cramps can go from being just annoying to truly crippling. But leg cramps are only the beginning. Have you ever noticed your legs shaking after standing too long? Or felt a strange stiffness that made walking uncomfortable? That could be low potassium at work. Potassium helps your brain send clear signals to your muscles. Without enough of it, these signals get scrambled. This can make your legs feel weak, wobbly, or like you just can't lift your feet properly. And that significantly raises your risk of falling. And let's be honest, preventing falls becomes one of the most important priorities as we get older. Surprisingly, potassium isn't just about muscles, it's also critical for bone health. Potassium helps balance out acids in your body, protecting your bones from slow, steady weakening. Research shows that eating potassium-rich foods can reduce bone loss, prevent osteoporosis, and keep your legs structurally strong for years longer. And there's more. Potassium even plays a role in maintaining joint health. It helps keep your joints flexible and reduces stiffness and inflammation, making daily movements smoother, like standing up, walking, and climbing stairs, smoother and less painful. So, how do you make sure you're getting enough potassium to keep your legs strong? Luckily, nature has given us plenty of delicious options. Most people think of bananas first, and while they're good, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Some foods that are even richer in potassium include avocados, spinach beans, like black beans and kidney beans, oranges, sweet potatoes, baked potatoes, with the skin. In fact, a single baked potato, skin on, gives you more potassium than a banana to keep your muscles, joints, and bones in top shape. Try to include a variety of these potassium-rich foods in your meals every day. What about supplements? For some people, especially those who struggle to eat enough fruits and vegetables, supplements might seem like an easy answer. But potassium supplements must be used cautiously, especially if you have conditions like kidney disease or high blood pressure. Always check with your doctor before starting potassium supplements. So, what's the recommended amount? For men, around 3,400 mg per day. For women, about 2,600 mg per day. A well-balanced diet packed with fruits, vegetables and beans usually covers these needs without any issues. Now, let's move on to another unsung hero for leg strength and health, vitamin K. When you think about strong bones, you probably think of calcium and vitamin D. But here's something most people don't know. Without vitamin K, calcium and vitamin D can't do their jobs properly. Vitamin K acts like a traffic controller in your body. It directs calcium to go where it's needed, into your bones, instead of building up in places like your arteries or joints where it could cause serious problems like stiffness, poor circulation, and even cardiovascular disease. For older adults especially, keeping vitamin K levels healthy is crucial. Studies show that people with higher vitamin K intake have stronger bones, lower risk of fractures, better bone density. That's because vitamin K activates a special protein called osteocalcin, which helps bind calcium to your bones, making them denser and more resilient. But that's not all vitamin K does. It also supports healthy joints and stronger muscles, two often overlooked pieces of the puzzle when it comes to maintaining stable, powerful legs. If you've been experiencing knee stiffness, pain after sitting, or discomfort when standing up, vitamin K might be exactly what your body needs. Research has found that vitamin K can reduce inflammation in the joints, ease knee pain, and even slow the progression of osteoarthritis. Imagine standing up from a chair without feeling that tight, achy pull in your knees. Imagine walking without worrying about every step. Vitamin K could make that difference. Unfortunately, a lot of seniors are deficient in vitamin K without even knowing it. But the good news, it's easy to boost your intake through foods like leafy greens, kale, spinach, Swiss chard, broccoli Brussels sprouts, fermented foods like natto, a traditional Japanese dish, some cheeses. By getting enough vitamin K, you're not just helping your bones, you're helping your entire lower body stay flexible, steady and strong, so you can move freely and confidently every day. Potassium and vitamin K, the hidden heroes for stronger legs. Potassium plays a much bigger role in your leg health than you might realize. It's a vital mineral that helps balance the fluids inside and outside your cells, and it's absolutely essential for proper muscle activity. When potassium levels drop too low, that's when trouble starts. You may notice painful leg cramps or sudden muscle spasms. For older adults, these cramps aren't just annoying, they can be dangerous, especially if circulation or muscle mass is already declining. But cramps are just the beginning. Have you ever stood for a while and felt your legs start to quiver, or struggled with a strange stiffness that made walking feel awkward? That's another warning sign of low potassium. Here's why. Potassium helps carry messages from your brain to your muscles. Without enough of it, the signals get weak or delayed. You might feel wobbly, weak, or have trouble lifting your feet properly, which makes falls much more likely. And for seniors, preventing falls is one of the most important things you can do to protect your independence. But that's not all potassium does. It's also a powerful ally for your bones. Potassium helps neutralize excess acids in your body that would otherwise weaken your bones over time. Research shows that a potassium-rich diet can slow down bone loss, reduce the risk of osteoporosis, and keep your legs strong and steady. Potassium even supports joint health. Healthy levels can help reduce joint stiffness, improve flexibility, and make daily movements, like standing up or climbing stairs, easier and less painful. Now the big question: how can you make sure you're getting enough potassium every day? Good news. Nature gives us plenty of delicious options. Sure, bananas are famous for their potassium, but they're only the beginning. Some potassium-packed foods you should definitely include in your diet: Avocados, spinach beans, black beans, kidney beans, lentils. Oranges, sweet potatoes, baked potatoes. Even better if you keep the skin on. Fun fact, a single baked potato gives you more potassium than a banana. For strong muscles, bones, and joints, it's important to eat a variety of these foods every day. What about supplements? They can help, especially for those who struggle to get enough potassium from food alone. But because potassium levels affect your heart and kidneys, talk to your doctor first if you're considering supplements. How much potassium do you really need? Men requires about 3,400 mg per day. Women requires about 2,600 mg per day. If you eat a colourful diet full of fruits, veggies, beans, and leafy greens, you're well on your way to hitting those targets naturally. Important tip: if you have kidney disease, high blood pressure, or take certain medications, your potassium needs might be different. Always check with your healthcare provider. Now, let's talk about another secret weapon for strong legs: vitamin K. When we think about building strong bones, we usually hear about calcium and vitamin D, but there's a missing piece of the puzzle: vitamin K. Without enough vitamin K, your body can't properly use calcium. Instead of going into your bones where it's needed, calcium can build up in your arteries or soft tissues. This leads to stiffness, poor circulation, and even heart problems. Vitamin K acts like a traffic controller. It makes sure calcium gets sent to the right places, your bones, not your arteries. This becomes even more critical as we get older. Higher vitamin K intake is linked to stronger bones, lower fracture risk, better overall bone density. That's because vitamin K activates a special protein called osteocalcin, which helps lock calcium into your bones. But wait, there's more. Vitamin K isn't just for bones. It's also important for joint flexibility and muscle strength, especially in your legs. If you struggle with knee pain, joint stiffness, or feel discomfort when standing up after sitting for a while, vitamin K could be a game changer. Studies show that vitamin K helps reduce inflammation in joints and slows the progression of osteoarthritis. Imagine standing up from a chair without that stiff, painful feeling. Imagine walking with smoother, more confident steps. Vitamin K could be the missing link you've been looking for. Why vitamin K and vitamin B6 are essential for strong, healthy legs. When it comes to keeping your legs strong and flexible, vitamin K often gets overlooked, but it shouldn't be. Research has shown that vitamin K can make a big difference, especially for seniors dealing with knee stiffness and joint inflammation. These small aches and pains might seem like just another part of aging, but vitamin K could actually slow down the progression of osteoarthritis and help you move more comfortably. If you find it painful to stand up after sitting for a while, or your knees feel stiff after walking, adding more vitamin K to your diet might help ease that discomfort and improve your mobility. But vitamin K's benefits go even further. Weak leg muscles, poor balance, and difficulty walking are all major causes of falls in older adults. Vitamin K helps keep your muscles strong and coordinated, lowering your risk of falling. It does this by helping control calcium levels inside your cells, making sure your muscles contract properly without the clumsy, unstable movements that often lead to accidents. Now, you might be wondering, where can you get vitamin K? There are actually two forms you should know about. Vitamin K1, found mostly in leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, and Brussels sprouts. Vitamin K2, found in fermented foods like natto, fermented soybeans, aged cheeses, liver, and egg yolks. K2 is especially powerful because it stays in your body longer and is even better at guiding calcium into your bones instead of your arteries. The best way to boost your vitamin K naturally: eat more leafy greens and fermented foods. Even just one serving of kale in a smoothie or a small dish of sautéed spinach a day can make a major difference in your bone and joint health. However, some people, especially those on long-term antibiotics or with digestive issues, might have trouble absorbing vitamin K properly from food. In that case, vitamin K supplements could help, but be careful. Vitamin K plays a big role in blood clotting. So if you're taking blood-thinning medications, like warfarin, it's important to talk to your doctor first before adding supplements. Now, let's move on to another powerful nutrient for strong legs, vitamin B6. Most people have no idea how important vitamin B6, also called pyridoxine, is for keeping their muscles and nerves working properly. While many nutrients support movement, vitamin B6 is especially important for healthy nerve function muscle repair after activity, helping the body use protein to build and maintain muscle mass. Even if you have strong muscles, without enough vitamin B6, those muscles can weaken, and even simple activities like getting out of a chair or climbing stairs can start to feel like a struggle. One of the most critical but lesser-known jobs of vitamin B6 is its role in nerve communication. When you're low on B6, your nerve signals slow down or get confused. This can cause tingling sensations, numbness, unsteady walking, or a shaky gait. Sadly, many seniors mistake these symptoms for natural aging, when really they are signs of B6 deficiency, something that can be corrected. Vitamin B6 also fights inflammation in your muscles. If you've been dealing with chronic stiffness or slow recovery after exercise, a lack of B6 might be part of the problem. By reducing inflammation, B6 helps your muscles stay flexible, strong, and pain-free. But that's not all. Vitamin B6 is also crucial for making red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. Without enough oxygen, your muscles tire quickly, making you feel heavy, weak, and sluggish, even after small activities, like a short walk. If your hemoglobin levels, a protein in red blood cells, are too low because of a B6 deficiency, your muscles simply won't perform like they should. Boosting your strength and energy. Naturally with vitamin B6. If you find yourself feeling tired or worn out, after just a little bit of activity, your body might be trying to send you a message. It could be asking for more vitamin B6. Luckily, getting enough B6 is easier than you might think. This important vitamin is found in plenty of delicious and easily available foods. Top sources of vitamin B6 include chicken fish, like salmon and tuna, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas. Fortified grains, like certain cereals. By simply adding these foods into your daily meals, you can naturally restore your B6 levels and give your nervous system and muscles the support they need to stay strong and energized. However, for some people, especially those with digestive issues, poor nutrient absorption, or dietary restrictions, food alone might not be enough. In those cases, vitamin B6 supplements can be a helpful option. How much vitamin B6 do you actually need? Older women usually need about 1.5 mg per day. Older men typically need about 1.7 mg per day. Your exact needs may vary depending on your age and overall health. While getting B6 from food is very safe, it's important to be careful with high-dose supplements. Taking too much B6 over a long period can sometimes cause nerve damage. The best and safest strategy: focus on a balanced diet rich in natural B6 sources, which provides steady, reliable nutrition without unnecessary risk. If this information helped you today, just type yes in the comments. Your support truly helps us continue creating content that speaks to your heart and supports your health journey. And if you have any questions, thoughts, or even ideas you'd like us to cover in the future, please share them below. I always love hearing from you. Your voice matters here. And if you'd like more simple, thoughtful health tips delivered with care, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I'll be right here, cheering you on every step of the way. Until we meet again, stay healthy, stay informed, and please, take gentle care of yourself. You're worth it.